You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling.
Hello, wonderful crafty friends, and welcome to Mommy Guide Inc.'s YouTube channel. For those who don't know me yet, I am Mommy Lala. Today's live stream is an absolute treat for all the organization enthusiasts and creative spirits out there. Join me, Mommy Lala, alongside with the fantastic Jay from Craft by Jay on YouTube as we dive into the captivating world of bullet journaling or BUJO. Get ready for a basic exploration and setting up a beginner bujo, the artful and personalized way to organize your life. From creative layouts to effective planning techniques, me and Jay will try our best to show you step by step through the process of creating our very own bullet journal. Perfect for beginners who are eager to embark on this empowering journey and that is inspired. I hope that it inspires you to set up yours as well. Don't miss the chance to interact with me and Craft by Jay. Ask questions and learn how to turn a blank notebook into a masterpiece of productivity and creativity. Grab your pens, markers, and what have you, and join us on this exciting adventure into the world of bullet journaling. But a short disclaimer, we are not experts in any way, form, or shape, but we are here to have fun setting up our bujo, and I hope this inspires you as well. So let's go! Bringing in for several times over on my channel. He is a favorite here at Mommy Guiding. Let's welcome Jay of Craft by Jay. Hi, Jay.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. We actually just got back from Lynn's LV handcrafted MCA, right, Jay? Right. So if
Oh yeah, it was a lot of
mm-mm.
fun.
Yeah, so Jay was our host for this episode's MCA. So if you missed that and you don't know what we're talking about, it's a mystery craft along, you can head on to Jay's channel, Craft by Jay, or on to Lynn's channel, LV Handcrafted, and watch the replay. So for today, we're going to be doing Bujo. Okay, Jay, what was the inspiration behind this episode for tonight? For today?
Well, really, it was that I got some bullet journaling products in
Jay
my
Solo?
advent calendar, and then it was sort of like, well, I didn't. Oh, let me switch that. Sorry about
Yeah,
that. There I am.
there
I'm
you
the
go.
right size now. Anyway, and I didn't know what to do with them because it's kind of, you have some stencils and stickers and stamps and stuff, but I just didn't really know like how to get started because I've seen a lot of people doing journaling layouts and they always look super neat, but it was sort of like I'm not sure like what the process is of like getting it set up initially and like how you actually design your layout. So hopefully we'll learn some things.
All right. So it was actually Jay who inspired this what do you call this episode for today. So he was really unboxing those and said, "Okay, Jay, don't worry. We will create, a video together in January." So that was way back in December. So there, that's okay. So that's
Yep.
one of several things that he got in the advent calendar that he unboxed daily. Okay, last December. Okay, so let's just say hi to the people in the chat, Jay. Okay, so we have, of course, we have first, okay, was hola, hello, Victor. Okay, where is the chat? Okay, it's missing over there. All right, so what happened to, okay, hold on, guys. It's super, okay, there you go. Hola from Victor and Blossom. Howdy, howdy. Of course, we also have
Hello.
T. You guys look happy. Yes,
Yay.
T. I think because finally I had my, my cup of hot drink because a while ago it's like I from straight out of bed, right? And of course, we saying hi to Pam as well and Miss Mary. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Okay, and of course, T saying hi to everybody as well. Yes, okay. So again, if you have been wanting to try out bullet journaling and have not yet set up your Bujo for the year, then Jay and I would love to have you, set it up alongside us. Or if you are actually an expert or you've been doing Bujo, we would love to hear from you and give us, recommendations, inspirations, guidance as well. Because we're both not experts, but we love, okay, we love to learn Bujo. And of course, we have ECR. Hi, ECR. Oops, it's too big and it's over there. Okay, there you
Ah,
go. Hello, hello, Elizabeth. Yes, guys, ECR is that's how the community funding calls her is Elizabeth, and T is actually Tracy of Not Afraid of Color. Okay. Oh, so Mr. and Mrs. Meadows is actually Blossom. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much again, guys, for being here. Okay, so let's go to this one first. So, first, probably your question would be, what is bullet journaling? Okay, so we don't use any kinds of, the right bullets here is like a tad or a marking that you put when you do your lists, like a bullet list, right? So, the first thing is, of course, the question would be, what is a bullet journal, right? So it's actually an analog system created by Ryder Carroll. Okay, the bullet journal is meant to help you track the past, organize the present, and plan for the future. So, in a nutshell, that's what it is. Okay, I know your next question would be, what do you need? Right? Okay, so of course, mindset, right? So, the proper mindset in terms of, because for a lot of people, this actually bullet journaling is also a way of providing calmness, providing peace, because as they say,
Hmm.
most people find their planner piece in a bullet journal style, because you can draw, you can, color, you can use a lot of things here without even buying stickers or paper. Just your pen, pencil, markers, as written there, notebook, pen, ruler. Okay, basically, that's the only basic thing that you need. Everything else is extra. But as long as you have all of these, you're good to go. Okay, and we will show you later other things, okay, that we can use, like what Jay actually got in his advent calendar uh, series last December. Okay, and then, okay, so the bullet journal, okay, is made, okay, how do you do it? Okay, so there's, how it is, like, Jay, when you're journaling. Okay, so let's go back to this one first. So when we're journaling, most of the journals, like the happy planners, right?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time you have your days, Okay, you have your month.
Yep.
Okay, and then you have like sometimes in horizontal form, in vertical form, and then you have everything is somehow pre-made a little bit, right? So with
Yeah,
Bujo,
exactly. Well, and you
yes,
can
with
buy like different pages for different things, like tracking your
mhm.
reading lists or, fitness or whatever.
Do you have those? Do you do those kinds of
I've
planners,
never
Jay?
done one. I,
Mm-hmm.
I I have to admit, like, I've always been a digital planner kind of person because like it's on your phone, and if you
Mm-hmm.
think of something, you can just write it down. But I always have like admired not so much the happy planner type, but like the people who like make planner spreads from scratch. But I've never done one.
Exactly. So
Like it looks like it would be fun, like if you had like zillions of stickers and all that. But I never got into it. But I don't know. The interesting thing about happy planners is they're so big. I don't know if people just leave them at home because I mean, a lot of the at
oh
least
yeah,
the ones we see are more like almost scrapbook sized, where it's like
mhm.
that would be a lot to just sort of haul around all day.
Yeah. They actually have different sizes, but still because they're discs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so somehow that's very true. It's kind of bulky to put it in your, like especially if you just have a small handbag, right? So again, there's so many options for you out there. So today we're just going to show you another option that you might want to go to, and that is the bullet journal. Okay, so as they
Well, and
said,
like I've always liked the form factor of the bullet
mm-mm,
journals better. I mean, I know they make them in like every size, but it seems like the ones you see around here are kind of like the moleskin ones are maybe like 4
yeah,
by 6 or something like
yes,
that, where
yes.
they're very much like, well, I could throw that in my backpack and and be good to go.
Absolutely. And since you just need a pen, if you want a ruler, you
Yeah.
can. Marker. So it's just grab it, put it in your bag, you're good to go. Right. So again, but then we can use the other stuff. Okay. So I will go to back to me and J graph. Okay. So this is an example of what a bullet journal actually, this is the original. Okay. The original look of the bullet journal, because this is actually, it's a large term, um kind of, it's a book. Okay, but it's really bullet journal. I don't know if you can see it, but it says bullet journal. So this was really a collaboration between Larkstern and Bullet Journal, okay, himself.
Huh.
Okay, Ryder Carroll. So this was a special edition way back then. So there, okay, 2022. So you see here, okay, we were going to go from here, right? So indexing and rapid
Mhm.
lagging. Okay. So indexing is basically, how planners are or notebooks are. You just put everything, but then you want to know, oh, when was it that I guested in Lynn's channel? It's
Oh,
like I
okay.
don't know, right? So if like in January, you would probably go through it, but then with the bullet journal or the bujo, it actually has what you call an index. Okay, so like this, so it's like a table of
Oh,
contents,
interesting.
right? So it's like month at a glance, page, so 8, right? So monthly log 9, 10.
Yeah.
So it actually has pages. Okay, so this again is a
Oh,
special
okay.
one because it already has pages. So every page from the beginning up to the last has a page. So it's easy to index. So if you are a person who's like,
Oh, I see.
sometimes you need to go back or track back what you did on that day, or not really, but the actual project, you can go and have look at the index, right? Again, that's one
Well, I suppose you
feature.
could just add to the index whenever, right? Like if something
Exactly.
important happened, you could just put it in the index and then it would be
Exactly.
there.
So it doesn't have to be all the things, but me, it's like I want to, because I'm always very forgetful,
Yeah.
right? So again, so that is the intent for that one. So there is an index. Okay. So again, it says indexing. So the index lives at the front of the notebook to locate the content. Again, the one I'm showing you is a special one because it's really meant for bullet journaling. So it's already set up. But if you have a blank notebook, that is no problem, because you can easily, just put your own content and just number your notebook or whatever it is that you're gonna do. Okay? And then the rapid logging. Okay? So it involves capturing information as bulleted lists. Okay? So let's bring out some of my daughters this time. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, because it was really my daughter who inspired me to do bullet journaling. First and foremost, she has a very nice handwriting. Not I don't. My handwriting is super ugly, right? So when you say the bulleted list, so like that. Okay. So again, she has a different way of marking her stuff though from mine. Mine is really like just bullets. Hers is more like squares. So again, it's absolutely up to you how you want to do it. So in my case, it's like really bullets. See, like dots
Oh,
and
cool.
circles. Okay, so it's really up to you. Okay, how you want to do it. But you do the rapid logging. Okay, so the things that you want to accomplish, and also some do it before the pen, before the page
Hmm.
or something like that. All right, and then so
Oh, okay.
okay, so after that, okay, the next thing that you can do is, of course, you okay, hold on. Okay, migration. Okay, you know how it is. We love putting things. This is to do, right? And then at the end of the day,
Hmm.
you didn't finish it, right? You weren't able to do it for whatever
Yep.
reason. All right. So in my case, this is one feature of Bujo that I love so much. Okay, look at this one. It says TikTok day 3 record. Okay, and then make labels cricket for craft room. Okay, you see that arrow going right to the right? That means I
Hmm.
migrated that. Means I wasn't able to do it that day. So that has to be moved to another day. Okay, either tomorrow, the next
Oh.
day. So it's so nice, right? That okay, so now you know I wasn't able to finish that. I migrated that. So I have to like, okay, when did I actually do that? Right? So I love how, there is
Oh,
like a
okay.
system, although it's very analog, right? But still, there is a system.
Well, I mean, I assume you do that like either at the end of your day or at the like before you start journaling
Yes,
for,
right,
at the
exactly. So at
beginning.
the end of the
Either at the
day,
end or the beginning, right? Like before you
yes,
start
right?
sort of working on your log for today.
Absolutely. You're getting it, Jay. Absolutely. That's how you do it, right? And then collection. Okay. So the nice thing about the Bujo is, unlike the other journals where it's already pre-made, like right, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday up to Saturday, right? Or Monday up to Sunday, whatever it is. There's already pre-made, blocks for you to do, right? So what if that day really nothing, just you just basically did nothing, just watch K-drama or just watch TV or whatever, right? Nothing really significant thing happened. So what do you do with that page, right? So you can just, skip that page, that date. You don't need to do it like every day, right? So if there's nothing
Oh, okay.
significant that happened that day and you really didn't want, or you got so busy, so what happens to other, so you can just start from where you ended. Okay, and also there's what they call collections, like what I meant. So you can put in something like, for example, this one. Okay, so you want to put your recipe. Okay, favorite recipe. In between, wherever. Today, I am very, I want to create, a thing about, my favorite movies. Okay, recipes, goals for my mind. Okay, me day. Okay, so you can collect different collections. My favorite crafty stuff, right? My go to, crafty stuff. So those are collections, and you can put them anytime you want. So again, that's another great thing about bullet journaling. Okay, because since you always can go back to your index, okay, or your contents,
Hmm.
you can easily go back from where you ended, and then just put it there, so you know. Okay, so again, that's another great feature of Bujo. Okay, so you can have daily log, future log, and a monthly log as well. Okay, again, symbols. This is where a lot of people somehow get confused, Jay, because Ryder Carroll gave specific, symbols to determine. No, here is my English. I'm translating. To make symbols for different things that you need to do. Like, for example, task, events, migration. So he did have suggestions for those, like this. Okay. So here, for example, if it's a task, you symbolize it with a dot. Okay. If it's a completed, so you just put an X on that dot. If it's
Oh.
migrated, so you put like an arrow to the right. In my case, I make it with the tail and then do the like that, right? And then if it's scheduled but not yet happened, you can do this. And then if it's a note, you have to do this. And then if it's events, it's a dot with a circle. Okay, guys, so it's like, oh, I have to memorize all these things. So that, sorry, guys. That was basically I accidentally pressed my notebook, pressed the stream deck. So that is basically the issue that I had in the beginning. I can It's another thing to memorize all of these things, right? So I didn't want
Yeah.
that. So what resonated with me is to come up with my own symbols, right? Things that somehow resonate with you. And so for me, I made it simple. By just basically me, it's just a dot, a cross, and an arrow. So I didn't even need to put all those. I have a note, I have this. So for me, okay, the task I completed, an X, I didn't do it, my grade. Right? So again, but he has, of course, as beginner, if you want to do everything, all the things, he did give suggestions. And then you see that you have a lot of blanks because if you want to add more, like say photos, collections, you
Oh,
want to have
okay.
symbols, you can make your own. Okay, and then put them here in a key. Now, again, this is a
Oh,
special one
that's a nice feature.
because this is a bullet journal, so it's already there. But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have this kind of journal, you can always create your own key page. Okay, like my daughter. Okay, let me see. I don't know where my daughter placed hers. Let's see if I can find it. She didn't put it in her. Okay, let's just do mine. Okay, I think I have another one here. Okay, where I place the key, okay, to how I do things. Okay, hold on. The key. See, this one. Come on, Lala. We can do this. They're supposed to be here, but then, where? Ah, there. See, key. Okay, see, I created my own page with my own key. Okay, and
Well, that's
oops,
interesting because I thought I always thought bullet journaling you needed like the special dot ones, but it seems like you could do it
no.
like in any
Yes.
place.
So it's normally suggested is a grid, the dotted grid, the one with dots. That's simply because people like doing boxes, it's easier.
Oh,
But
I
there is a
see.
bullet
Got
journal
it.
that I have. It's also a Leuchtturm, but it's not a bullet journal. So it's just blank. But it
Okay.
does have a page already. Okay, it does have a page already, but it's all black. No grid, no pattern, no lines, no nothing. So it really depends on how you want things to be. Okay, so if you
I
have a
see.
blank notebook, no worries. Just, while watching TV, put, all the numbers, okay, the pages, right? And then another day put the key,
Mhm.
right? So determine what you want to use as a key, okay? And then again, so as I said, the symbols, you can make it your own, okay? Again, you don't need to have a symbol for all of these things. Try to figure out what works with you. That's one thing that's beautiful about Bujo, right? Because it's a blank page, but I do understand but for beginners, it's so overwhelming to find a blank page. What do I do with those blank page, right? So
Yeah,
now we put
exactly.
them all together. Okay, so here it is. So when you put them all together, now that you have your symbols, you have your pages, you know that you should have an index in the beginning. Now how do you now put in your organization and things? Okay, so now you start with this okay, future log, monthly log, and okay, the daily log. Okay, so again, there are some people who do not follow this, and in the beginning I really tried to do it the original Ryder Carroll way, but it was really, it's the thing is, I need to remember how he does it. So it's not something that's very intuitive to me, the way
I
I
see.
do things. So in the end, I ended up what works with me and for me, but I adopted his system. So future log, okay? I like that in the future log, this is how I do it, right? Okay. So there you go. So you can have like a year in review. Hold on. Okay, so like that. Okay. So this is your future log. It's like your whole year at a glance, right? So the most important things, birthdays, anniversaries, important celebrations. That's where you put the future log. And then this future log, you eventually put into your monthly log. Right? So do you know that Da's birthday, Feb 2? Yes, it's coming up. All right. So you go to Feb, right? And then you put it there, right? Eventually, when you are already in Feb. So you always look, I always refer to my future log. Okay. Again, it took a while for me to have this system. So you have to find yours as well. Okay. And then what else? Okay. So, and then after that, okay, at the beginning of the year, we have like, I put my prayer request for the whole year. Okay. Again, that's for myself. Okay. And then the goals I want. Okay. It's really totally up to you. And then this one, sometimes you can buy this one. It's of course, if you have a hard time, making writing things on a blank page that doesn't line up, right? So some of the notebooks, like this one, this is a Leuchtturm. Okay, it does have pages already, but it's all blank, no grids, no nothing. So this one can go underneath, and then you can still see, right? So if you want to make blocks, if you want to write straight or whatever, you have a guide, right? So if
Oh, I
you
see.
don't even need to buy the actual, this one. But you have like math paper, the math paper
Yep.
when we were in school or notebook. Okay, just get one piece from that and then just do like that. Again, that's one hack that you can do. Okay, so and then I go now to okay, let's go to an example of okay. So this is January, okay, several years ago in review. Okay, so I put in okay again all the import, so you will see here that there are x's, there's my grade, there's most of them are already x, right? And then finally I have my my daily log. Okay, again, so I put everything, the ones that I didn't do at the end, I go back and did I finish this at the end of the day? No, my grade. And then all the things I finish, X, 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 X. And then if I need to put something for the future, for this day, that happened this day, and then I go on ahead. Again, if you miss a day, no worries. You can skip that day, move on to the next day. All right, so you don't need to do it super advanced. Okay, so that's a future log, monthly log, and then the daily log. Okay, so Jay, is this a little bit clearer now how you are supposed to do like bullet journaling for you?
Yeah, it is. It
Okay,
seems
all
like you'd
right.
have to do a lot of initial setup,
Yes,
but
so just
I
the
mean, I
initial
guess you
step.
don't necessarily have to. I mean, you could just start
Yes, these
too, I
are all
suppose.
just suggestions. So before we actually do the actual bullet journal, let's go back to the chat. There's so many. I'm sorry, guys. I just needed to focus on that one, so I will not, get confused on where we were. So let's go back to the chat first and check what everybody
Right on.
is saying. Okay, so digital may get me started. Actually, okay, so Jay actually is doing digital. Hold on, I just need to adjust this one again. It got so wonky. It went over there. So digital may get me. iPhone has a journal app now. Again, yes. So whatever it is that resonates with you. We're not saying Bujo is the best, Happy Planner is the best. We're just showing you options. Okay, and if you resonates with you, then that is absolutely fine. And the slow crafter, I don't know the slow crafter's name. Do you know, Jay?
I don't think I do
Oh,
actually.
okay. So sorry. So
Uh,
now I have to call you the slow crafter because I don't know your name yet. So I have an A5. Okay, I like to have lots of room again, right? So some people they want it small, some they want it bigger. Again, it's absolutely up to you. Okay, so there's no right or wrong. Hi, Rich. Thank you so much for dropping by, Rich. Howdy, howdy. Again says Blossom. I like that idea, said T. Okay, gonna go. Hobby just got them. Okay, thank you so much, Pam. Sorry, sorry. Maybe by now Pam is already gone. So Night Pam said T. Okay, and be careful, said Blossom. Okay. So Susan, hi Susan. There you go. And thank you so much again, Pam. No, the slow crafter saying bye bye. Ayan. Nice journal, Sammy. Thank you so much, T. She is really super organized. My daughter, you should see her workspace. I'm ashamed. Hers is super organized. Even when she studies, everything is like colored in. Oh, she's amazing. I
wow.
prefer squares. Okay, Sammy said. So I can shake. Oh yeah, I showed her. Yeah, she likes squares. Okay, there you go. And she has a very nice handwriting. I don't. And of course, it would be good to have one just for crafting. Oh, absolutely. I have a hard time keeping track of everyone's channels and shows I want to watch. Same here. It's because sometimes, right, the notification, sometimes they don't really send us. I don't know why. So I sometimes miss a lot of other people's. And this is Stanex, guys. This is Stan Brown. He's an amazing cartoonist um artist, guys. His channel name is Stanex, and it is Dungeons and Dragons 50th anniversary this year, and he has a new show for that one. So if you've not met Stan, you have not seen what he can do and he has done, please head on to his channel and check him out as well. List, yes, T. Oh, I guess this is just for craft. No, no, this is for everything. A physical Pinterest of exactly, T, because you can have all your collections in there, right? As well. Again, if you are for the digital, no worries. If you want to do a hybrid, absolutely. Okay, there you go. And we have Adam. Guys, Adam Tinkoff, Coach Adam, we call him Coach Adam, actually has a channel. It's called Mindset Mondays on Facebook, and he's also on YouTube. And he talks a lot about mindset, primarily about journaling, bujo, and all of the things. So if you want to, dive deep into the mindset behind journaling, and then so you don't get overwhelmed, I highly suggest you check out Coach Adam. I am sure I have multiple bullet journaling stamp sets. Absolutely. So that is actually the inspiration behind this live stream. Is because of the things that Jay got during Vlogmas that has to do with Bujo. There you go. I have so many needs for trackers and logs that I love journals and planners, and most of all, any paper item I can write on. Exactly, same, same. And we have Annie J's Crafts. Hello, hello, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. And Adam saying hi to Stan. Ryder Carroll wrote a book about this method. Okay, yes, I actually have the book as well. Okay, yes, it's really titled as such. Okay, bullet journal. I have that. Maybe next episode because it's in my library in my learning center. I will show it to you. I think in my past one, I think I did show that. Thanks. Okay. Oh, Tatiana. Okay, thank you, T. So is Slow Crafter Tatiana, or is it Mr. and Mrs. Meadows? Oh, okay. And we have Linda. Hi, Linda. Okay, showing us your daughter's journal. Uh-oh. No, Stan, I asked permission. I did ask permission. Yes, yes. Hello. Hello, Linda. There you go. Hi, T. Not afraid of color. Yes, that's T, guys. Not afraid of color. I used to think the same thing, Jay. No, I'm so sorry. We were so behind in the chat. Adam, I do on some things. Okay. I need grids or lines or my handwriting goes down the hill. Exactly. The same thing, T. So in the beginning, I just want to show you what I did. Because before I got this special bullet journal, I got this one first. It's for bullet journal, but then it's all blank. So what I did was to actually, get papers that are bullet. I mean that are grid, and then stuck it to the page so that I can have a sense of, direction. Otherwise, I'll be like all over the place. So again, that's a thing that, you can do. Okay, and then okay, where am I? Giga Art. Yes, Giga Art. Starting my Bujo this year too. Yay! Congratulations, Gigi. It's important to find what works for you and be flexible and be open to change. Exactly. Because Bujo can be really overwhelming because again, it's a system, and if it's a system, there is a system of doing it. So what I did was try to first understand what the system, how does, how does it go, and then adopted it to how I want doing things. And that's how basically from all of those symbols added ended up with just doing three. Again, because that's what works for me. All right. Thanks for so much for sharing all of the I had no idea. Thank you so much, T. How many pages does the okay, average Bujo, again, there is none but this one. Okay, so the one that I have that's really, a Bujo journal. It even gives you at the end, okay, your introduction, how do you do rapid logging? How do you do Okay, tips. So this includes all of this. Again, it's a special edition of the Leuchtturm Rapid. It's really the bullet journal. And then there's the book also. And of course, there's so many, things in the interwebs. But this one ended at 200 248. 248.
Oh
And
wow.
this one ended at, let me see, another one at 249. See, so it depends on, some people can use up a bullet journal like this in 6 months. Some use it for a year. Some use it for 8 months. So again, it's totally, look at me. It's very thick, right? So it's totally up to you. So no rhyme or reason how many pages, how long you're gonna use it up. It depends on how you do things. Okay, page count really depends exactly. There's no limit. It can be short, it can be thick. Okay, I love to use laminated pages for the master pages and some of the section dividers so I can use them to write plans and ideas with erase pens. Awesome! And can reuse the pages
Oh,
when
that's a
I
good idea.
need to. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Meadows, for that one. Again, if you have suggestions in the chat, like Adam think of, Coach Adam, okay, you can, share it with all of us, right? Gotcha. Just was thinking if it were to make my Absolutely. I'm sure actually T and Don can make their own, right? Okay, some do it on sheets and three-hole punch or a six-hole punch. Absolutely. Okay, tiny keyboards do not resonate with me. Said T. Oh, Tatiana. Okay, T Tatiana is Mr. and Mrs. uh Meadows. Okay, thank you so much, T Tatiana. Thank you so much. So some use okay, I already mentioned that. Okay, and Susan, thank you, Adam. I was just going to ask if a bujo was considered a bujo if it was done in a binder. Oh, yes, absolutely. This is because the reason why it looks like this, if it's because inspired by the original one that was done by Ryder Carroll. But again, since it is a journal that will eventually be used by you, right? So do what resonates with you. There you go. I Okay, at the okay, so this is a Tatiana. I need one to keep track of all the crafty. Oh, I think I did that already a while back. See that I go back. Okay, let me see. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that I've read all of you. Sorry, we weren't able to read it a while back. To all the amazing people in the chat, please do leave a like. Thank you so much, Sammy, for reminding that. That really helps. Thank you so much. Okay, slow crafter. Okay, Tatiana is slow crafter. Thank you, T. Let's say I bought a pen, a pre-made one. How many pages average? A pre-made one is about 200. Okay, if it looks like this one, the moleskin or the Leuchtturm. Again, it depends on the brown, but mostly 200 T. Lala is again. No, and sorry, I absolutely clicked that. I click everything. All right, so I make journal. So curious how many signatures. So maybe T, because I know T is also a mixed media one, so probably T could make one signature per month, maybe. Yes, right. You are. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I don't think bound book with numbered pages is a good idea for me. I need to be able to rip. You know what, Susan? It's okay to rip. Even if you say you numbered it 200 plus, you ripped it, it's okay because in the contents, you can always put the number. If the number is not there, so it's not there. So it's okay, you can rip it. But then if it's bound, then that's the thing, right? So the other half of it might, yeah, I now understand. Yeah, correct. And we have Miss Wims. Good morning, good morning. You can use all your card making stamps to decorate. Exactly. And on that note, okay, we go back to Jay and I. And Jay, let's do crafting together. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Whew, that was a long
Where did
chat,
I
you guys.
go?
Okay, so Jay and I crafting together. Okay. So Jay, what are you gonna use as your um, journal? Your base
Well, I
journal.
had this traveler's notebook
Mm-hmm.
basically or I should say it's a signature that I guess signature is the right word that's designed for a traveler's notebook, and it
Mm-mm.
already was dotted. So I figured that wow, my camera's dim. Let me fix that. but it was already dotted, so I figured I would use what I had first, and then we could figure out. If I liked it, I could pick up one of the fancier ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice. See, so again, since I told, we are in agreement. So Jay said, I saw a lot of bullet journals, in the stores and stuff, but then, you're not even sure if Bujo is for you, right? So you can start with like what Jay is doing, start with a small notebook and see how you like, doing this kind of journaling. And if that resonates with you, then
Yeah.
go ahead, right? So that's perfect. Okay, so Jay is gonna
Well, and this
create
one
that.
seemed pretty flexible too, because like it's
Mm-hmm.
not numbered, and you could do whatever you want with it. I like the idea of a traveler's notebook, I guess, because then you
Mm-hmm.
could sort of have these smaller books and sort of sub them in and out.
Exactly.
And then you'd
So
have something
instead of
that's more
having a
like
bulky
monthly
one, right?
sized.
Yes. So just small one, and then after that, you can actually just either continue on the page number. Oh, it's absolutely up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So
Well,
what
and I kind
other?
of like the
Yes.
idea of using it mostly for like my crafty stuff, and then
Mm-mm.
on sort of the daily page, like if I needed to do like thumbnail sketches or whatnot, like I could just do it there, and then it would be easier to
Yeah.
find, because it's sort of like once you have something, like once you do a project and know it's like on your Instagram or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then it's really easy to scroll back and find it, but then it's kind of tricky. But it would be nice to have that all together. So anyway,
Exactly. So one page you have your lists, and then oh, this is collection
yep.
for, right. So it's there. You can easily go back to that because you can always have content page. So Jay, so we'll probably when to start. Okay, go on, open your book. Okay, so we
Alrighty.
will not decorate our cover today, but we will put things inside, okay, in preparation. So probably you want to skip that. Okay, so my
Mm-hmm.
suggestion for that will be, that one you can decorate if you want. Okay, so that's like your Bujo,
Yeah,
whatever. Okay, and then turn it on to the next page. Okay, so the next page would be, you can put your contents, okay, on those two.
I see.
Okay, and then move on to the next
And
one. Yes. Yes, Jay, you
would you
can.
put your key in here as well?
Exactly. If you want to put the contents here, and then on the other side is the key, you can do that. Or just one content here
Okay.
and the next one is key. That is absolutely fine. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it first. But first, before we continue doing that, Jay, can we see the other things that you have on your desk?
Sure.
All
So I
right.
got a few different things. I got a sticker set that has all the months. So it would be really nice if you had like a monthly page, because you could just sort of use the stickers that exist. Sorry, that's hard to tell. There you can see
Okay,
what they
there you
look
go.
like. They came in the kit as well. And I didn't want to use them on cards
Okay.
because I was like, it would be great for something like this. And then I got this stencil, which I actually really
Mm.
like. On the bottom, let
Mm-hmm.
me bring it
Okay,
up
hold
to the
on, Jay.
camera.
Jay, can we do a little bit of a
Mhm.
tech? Okay. Is it possible on the, remember we have a solo J? Can we have a
Yeah,
solo overhead?
sure.
Okay.
Let me
So
just
that we can,
duplicate this quick.
we want to see you, everything just you and your overhead. It's
Yeah, give
Jay
me
is
one
super
sec.
techie, guys, so it's so easy. I just ask him, Jay, can we do this? And then he's okay, sure. It's gonna do that, right? So while Jay is tweaking that, okay, I'll just update us of the chat. So Jay is, so that we can see a solo of Jay's overhead, right? Okay, there you go. You can cover your books with blank, your boo-boos with blank paper. Yes, ECR, absolutely. Guys, if you have not seen Elizabeth's live streams, it's super, super fun and always ends up with an amazing project. I really love being in her live streams. And it's morning for us, guys, for if you're in the Philippines. So you can easily, like, on your snack time, you can easily, okay, Jay? Did I lose you, Jay? Okay, so
No,
let's
I'm still screwing with
okay,
this.
so tweaking.
It
Okay,
should be
yes.
done in a second.
Okay, there you go. Thanks for answering all of our questions. Very welcome, T. And if you
There
have
we go.
more, feel free to answer everybody's question if you have the answer. See if I ignore it much like I ignore my list. All right. So, oh. And of course, we have Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Of course, thank you so much, Lynn, for redirecting everyone to today's live stream. Again, if you were not able to join us a while back, where we actually mystery craft along. That's every month on Lynn's channel. So head on over to replay, of course, on Jay's as well. And everybody saying hi to Lynn. Pam is my blossom. Okay, so I'll do this later on because Jay is ready. Okay, Jay, again. Oh, see there. It's nicer because we can see
There we go.
your whole, your whole page. There you
There,
go.
there we go. So this is the stencil I got, and the thing I really liked about it was it has these parts at the top that you can do like check boxes with,
Mm-hmm.
and then it also has stuff at the bottom where you can do sort of your circles and your lists. Because I like the idea of having like an actual checkbox that you check off when things are done. So I got
Mm-hmm.
that, and then I also got a stamp set. It's got some. I mean, it has sort of days. It has some days of the week so that you can
Mm-hmm.
easily make a calendar. Well, I should make sure I'm
Exactly.
on camera.
Yes.
And then it has some very like I really like the sticky note it has, and it has like some nice little like other little notes and
Yes.
flags and
That's a
stuff like
very
that. So
nice
it's got a bunch of
stamp
stuff,
set. Yes.
and has words that are too small. Oh, these are the days of the week. So
Exactly.
there's a Friday. Oh, yeah, duh. So there are 2 days of the week here, and then the rest up here. I think,
Awesome. Okay,
except
so
it's
and
only
then the
6.
stickers, right? So you
Anyway,
also have these stickers.
yeah, I also have stickers, and then it has. I like this little thought bubble. I don't know what I would do with it, but I think that's kind of a neat one too. I mean, there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of neat stamps, or I'm assuming this one. Oh, here's the last day of the week. I guess you could have like a light bulb that you can do ideas and stuff. So I don't know. It seems like it has a lot of possibilities for being a pretty small
Exactly.
stamp
You can
set,
actually
but
set up everything already with that that stencil and those stamp set. Okay, so let's do craft together again, Jay.
alrighty,
Okay.
let's do that. Whoop, there we
Okay,
go.
there you go. All right. See? It's so nice to have like
And I
okay.
even found a ruler
All
because
right.
I don't know you. I had I have a horrible habit of losing rulers. I'm sure there's like 20 rulers in the house for some reason.
Same. I have like 5 T squares and the smaller T squares, but sometimes I cannot
Yep.
even find one. Exactly. All right, so let's do this. Okay. So Jay, you see those stencils? Okay, so those
Mm-hmm.
stencils. Okay, so um I have actually
I
a
guess
lot.
they almost function as like
Okay,
a straight
look,
edge
Jay,
too, if you
if you
wanted
like the
to.
stencils, there are actually like a million and one different kinds of stencils for Buddhist journaling in the
I know. I
interwebs,
looked on Amazon and it was like, here's a
right?
bundle of like 30 planner stencils, like for like $4, and I was like,
It's
ah,
super cheap, right? Yes, exactly.
yeah.
So, but what you have there is perfect because that's the basic one. So, again, I know that in that
I like the one
stencil,
with the boxes. That's cool.
yes. So, you have,
Like I do like that.
yeah, so you have the different options, right? So, if you want your, like my daughter, right? So, she wants her list to be squares, or if you want yours to be circles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's how it is. So, these are, or if you want them to look like tape flags, right? So
Mm-hmm.
those are what you can use for your lists. Okay, so again, you don't need to use all everything, but the suggestions are there. So when you put up your first page, okay, so let us
Mm-hmm.
look at my old one so that okay, so first the thing that you, so let's skip the key. Okay, because probably you want to think
Yep.
about that right first. So you skip the key part, you skip the title part, okay, and the content part, and then you move on to your January. Okay,
I
so
see.
your monthly log. Okay, so you put here. Okay, oh, do you want to do a future log, by the way? So the future log is the whole like year. Okay, maybe you can skip another page for the
Um,
future log, or do
yeah, I'll
you
skip
want to
a
do it?
page. I think probably yes, but
Okay.
I think I would need to think about that one a little
Okay, so
bit
we
to see
skip a
what I would
page for the
actually
future
need,
log
you know?
and just go directly here so we can use all the stencils and the stamps that you have, right? So let's start with
Okay.
January. Okay, this is just a suggestion. You can put January anywhere like this, like that. It's up to you. Okay, and then if you
I see.
see that the boxes here are not, I just
Mm-hmm.
did boxes. So I just, use the stencil. So if you want, so if you're not sure
Oh,
that you
okay.
want to use immediately, if you want to use immediately,
I get
your
it.
pen, your marker, or your pen, use a
Yeah.
pencil first, okay, to mark it. Okay, like all the dates like that, and then go over
Oh,
it
I
with a
see.
pen if you want. Okay, but if you're confident, because sometimes with the stencil, since it's
Yeah.
plastic, right? And let's say you use a pen that somehow it bleeds, so the ink gets stuck to this, and then it becomes dirty. So what I do is, but then again, that adds more time, right? So if so again, you can do it directly with your pen, like so, like that,
You
or
just
you can just pencil it in first, like what I did, and then okay, from the outline, just do like that. So whatever resonates with you. Okay, so those boxes actually are just blanks, right? And then for January, we have 31 days, so you put all the 31, 1 to 31 on those boxes. It's up
Oh,
to
I
you
see.
if you want dots. Okay, just one. Okay, and then beside it, now you look, January 1 is a what? Is it a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever? Okay, so for this year, that year, okay, this was, I don't know, 2022. Okay, the January 1st was a Sunday. So I just put S, right? So I know, just one look that January 22 is a Saturday. Okay, January 23 is a
Oh,
Sunday.
neat.
Friday, January 7 is a Friday, right? So all the details are still there, right? You don't need like the whole, column and all of those things. In a glance, at a glance, you see everything. Okay. So now Jay is creating the squares using the stencils
Yeah.
that he got. Right? So neat,
Well,
right?
I mean, yeah, and I just sort of freehanded them, so
Oh,
they're,
there you go.
I mean, with the stencil. So I mean,
Okay.
like, because of the dots, you can really sort of line this up pretty easily. And
Exactly.
then
That's why some
since it
people they
has
like the
three,
dots. Yes. So since there's like that,
yeah,
if you follow the dot, you can already make a square. You want a bigger square, you
yep,
collect four dots, and so on and so forth, right? But then if you have a blank, so you can always use stencils. Okay. So we will do first the stencils, and then after we use the stencils, then we will include also the stamps. Right? So remember, your stamps have a Monday, a Tuesday, a
yep.
January, a month. So you can put like the month first on top. Okay, so while Jay is working on that, okay, I will show you some things that you can use in terms of, stamps for planners. You can even use the ones from Happy Planner. They also have stamps, right? So you can.
Do
Okay.
they? I didn't know that.
Yes, they have planner stamps. This one, okay, and then this one, if you are, you don't want to make your own calendar like 1, 2, 3, 4 for the what do you call this, for the future log, where you have all the 12 months. Okay, you can always have a stamp something like this, and then put it in, right? So it's like a what do you call it, eternity kind of stamp, where no matter what what year it is, you can use it. Again, another happy planner stamp. Okay, for those who are taking engineering classes, you want different kinds of circles, there's another stencil that looks something like that. Okay. Um, Again, these are just some. Okay, whatever I have beside me, that's the one I'm gonna show you. And then, for example, you want to really, eventually make it more like, you want to have like, how much glass of water were you able to drink today? Okay, so we call that a habit tracker, right? So you can use this
Oh,
stamp, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, because that's the recommended amount of glass of water that you need to take in a day. Okay, and then you color it in after. Okay, so at the end of the day, maybe last week, let me check how many days were I able to actually drink six. Oh, you realize, no, I was only drinking average of 4 to 5 glasses the whole week. That's bad, right? So things like that. So that's a habit tracker, okay, that you can use. And you can do also for sleep. Okay, if you want to track sleep, if you want to track weather, okay, there's so many amazing. It's another rabbit hole, guys. So again, I'm not telling you to buy all those things. I'm just saying that there are options if you don't want to draw. But then again, the nice thing about Bujo is you don't need anything. You can just use your marker, your pens, and all of those things. But if you are, feel that you still don't have, you want things to be straight and stuff, so you can always use stamps. Okay, again, you know, um, decorate them with banners, put all the whatever occasions still. You don't want to put them in, by handwriting. You can have those kinds of stamps. Again, unlimited, another rabbit hole, as I said. So I don't want to be the cause of another rabbit hole. So let's stop this and just go back to what we have, which is focus on the stencils. Okay. So there you go. Okay. All right. So
This is
Jay is
really neat.
almost done doing his. Wow, you work so fast, my friend.
Well, I
All
like your
right.
idea of like tracing with the pencil because then if you oopsie it, you can just go in and
Exactly. And
fix it
sometimes
pretty
really
easily.
the thing I don't like is that sometimes, especially if you use like what you call gel pens, they stick to the
Oh yeah.
sides, and then when you move it, it smears. So I don't like it, makes my journal dirty. Right? So okay, so there
Well, that
you
makes
go.
sense. And I mean,
Yes.
I think there's also like I don't know, the thing with gel pens I always run into is I forget that since they're wire based, they have to dry. So it's
Oh
like
yeah.
I don't know, you get used to like ink that's instantaneously dry and then you you just sort of smear your hand across it and it's
Exactly. And
like
then we
whoops.
also have our friends who are left-handed, right? So
Oh,
it
there's that too.
yes, so I feel them. I feel for them, right? So I will use one that has like this banner looking, if you will put a pen over it, so you don't need to like make it really, really, like, see, I already I'm very, what do you call that, Jay? Heavy handed. There you go. With pens and markers.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
I think I am having a hard time with coloring because I don't do gentle. I do like so even with the pencil, I break
Yeah,
the
I've had
lead.
problem too.
I have to learn how to be gentle, gentle. Otherwise, everything breaks. So there it is. See how nice it is, right? So, and then if it's like too dark, you can easily, remove it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know
So,
they have those new I haven't played around with them much, but they have those new erasable pens.
oh
I
yes,
forget. I
they are
think Pilot
called,
makes them like
yes,
the
friction.
yeah.
Frixio.
Yeah, those.
Yes.
Cuz I
Ah.
was tempted just cuz like so like in my professional life, I just like writing things
Mm-hmm.
down, but like I go through so much scratch paper that I mean, recently it hasn't been a problem because it's sort of like, with so many people working remotely, it's like well there's so much like junk paper around, it's not
Uh-huh.
really hard to find, but like it's sort of like but I like played around. I really liked using those friction pens with it was sort of like basically an erasable journal. So
Do
basically,
you
you
know,
could like
Jay,
write
that
on
there
it, and
is
then
even a friction highlighter erasable?
no, I didn't.
There
But this was
is.
kind of cool. Like you'd like take a picture of the page, and it would like digitize it, so that like
Oh wow. Wow. You
And
know,
I was kind
mm,
of like, of course, I stopped using it when the pandemic happened, but I was like, it's a
yeah.
pretty cool idea.
Yeah. Just don't use it when making your checks, issuing your checks.
No, I think people would be a little annoyed if you were like, no,
Yeah.
you can't erase your signature.
Yeah. So make sure that you only use that for, like these things that we do, crafty things that we do. All right. So how about you guys? Are you creating something over there? Of course, we have again. Let me see. Oh, that's too big. Oh. Okay, there you go. Let's put Lynn over there.
Lynn's here.
Okay, and Lynn fell asleep. Okay, she had just to take a power nap. Thank you, Lynn, for dropping by. Oh, I love field books. I heard the paper quality is very nice. See, my daughter knows more about river paper and all of these things. Hi, Lynn
Two,
from T Pam. It's me, Blossom. I'm on my laptop. Ah. Oh, okay, Pam. Okay, so this is Blossom, and the slow crafter is Tatiana.
22, 3,
Okay. Okay.
4.
I can do this. Okay. And hi, Sammy. Hi, Sammy, anak from Tita Lynn. Yes. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Lynn. I'm on a little break from my mystery card. Oh, you're making another one, Susan? Hi, T and ECR. Yes. Field books are great, more affordable. Knockoff field notes. The quality is excellent. Okay, there you go. And I know, when Adam suggests something or tells us something, he really researches. And that's one thing I really like about Coach Adam. Also on his live streams, he always has this research about things that he talk about. That is super awesome. I love that. So thank you so much for the suggestion about that field book. I don't have it, but I think my
Three,
daughter does.
four,
Where
five,
did Jay get wood grain covered book? Okay,
nine.
a question for Jay.
Amazon.
Okay,
I
guys.
bought this on like Amazon forever ago, and it's just printed.
Oh,
Almost kind of want to cover it up because it's kind of flimsy. But I mean, it would be really nice if you were actually putting it in a traveler's notebook, because then
mm-mm,
you could just write on the cover like what this particular thing is, and then just swap it
mm-mm,
out as needed.
exactly.
Uh,
All right. So it's from Amazon.
three,
Okay. So
four, five, six,
Tatiana. Okay, I love
eight,
the idea. Light bulb.
two more.
Yes, true, true. I forgot I love those and then forget about them. Exactly, T, right? So sometimes we say, oh, this is so cheap or this is so nice, but then eventually we never get to use them. So hopefully this year we do, right? Okay. Papa Smurf, my crafting rulers are black metal. Oh, there you go. Okay, said Tatiana. I love chevrons. Oh yeah, this is a chevron. Thank you, Adam. That's what you call it. All right. Adam, that is a symbol that I have never considered. Thank you for the idea. Great for nested arrows and flows also. There you go. I would love to see a flip through of all your journaling stamps, sets, and stencils, Tracy. Ooh, absolutely. That's another video coming up, right, T? Some of us need to track pain symptoms of reactions to meds. Actually, that's true. I have to do that as well, especially when I'm on a new
Oh, that's a
meds.
good idea.
Okay, so yeah, Susan, I made one to log my diet and meds as well. Right, exactly. So for those who are, of a certain age, just like me, we really need that. So that is another way to use our journals. I like the pilot from friction pens, but uh, hate the markers. Susan doesn't like the markers. Okay. In all of my journals, and Tatiana, they are the best. Absolutely. Again, I learned about that from my daughter, from my kids. I heard fade when the ink gets warm. So I haven't tried them. So far, so good. I live in the tropics. And so far, they've held up pretty well, Tatiana. I prefer pencil to the erasable pens because they will fade over time. But that's probably two,
One,
right?
two,
So it depends on how long you want this to be, huh? So disappearing ink is not a good idea. Again, probably actually in the schools here in the Philippines.
actually.
For the younger students, they do not allow it. They because probably they will change their answers. I don't know. They
Ha!
discourage the use of friction pens, but if you are like in college or senior high, then it's okay, but for the younger ones, they don't. Okay. I once wrote a check with a friction pen by mistake and the ink vanished in the heat before my landlord deposited it. So embarrassing. Oh
Whoops.
my, so it does. It has never happened to me, but I do know that you really can't use it for the check. What if it's only your signature that disappeared, right? And then somebody, if it's only, your signature is there but the amount disappeared, so somebody can, like, put like $1 million. Oh no. That would be scary. Okay, and said that's with the blank check. Okay, and I sent her another check with the real ink. So that's probably a great way to, just for fun, use it. But, important documents or things you want to last longer, then don't. And Cordelia is here. I didn't see Cordelia. Okay, hi Cordelia. Oh, there. Sorry, Cordelia. I missed that post. See, oh, there. I've been lurking and working on my craft roulette card. Hello, Cordelia. See, multitasking everyone. I am sure I have not written a check in 10 years at T. Seriously, Tracy, interesting. I write in them all the time. Maybe T has everything already auto debit, right? So that's why she doesn't need to. Friction pens are great for students, indeed. Pay everything online or yeah, there you go. So debit card, exactly, T. There you go. Okay. So now we see that, see how Jay is already making this bullet journal thing his own. He even
Well,
added some,
so the
yeah.
month stops on Wednesday. Like
Uh-huh.
Wednesday is the 31st, and then I
Uh-huh.
kept putting days. So I was like, well, we'll just cover this up with a little washi tape. Plus, it looks kind of cute.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Exactly. So see, okay, Jay, can we
so
show
then I can
them?
start February here, and then we can do. I don't know. I
Okay.
feel
Ah,
like
no,
we
no,
could
no,
get a
no, 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 no,
February in
Jay,
here.
Jay. Okay. So again, I'm trying to just show you the Bujo way. So we don't really start
Okay.
with February after that. So after you've done, okay, after you have done your,
Okay.
okay, so this again, this is how it is, what do you call this, the initial intent, but after this you can
I
make it
see.
absolutely your own. So
I see.
after doing the, hold on, I'm looking for, okay, so I think it's in the other, because I want to show you one that really has like from the beginning down to, okay, there. Okay. So here, right? So Jay finished this one. Okay. So he finished the, okay, the, what do you call this? The monthly log. Okay. So and then
Well,
Jay,
it's
on
nice
that
because
one,
you
what
have
do
sort
you
of
do?
this empty
Yes.
page you could do
Okay.
something with too.
Okay.
I
You
mean,
yeah, we can still, okay, this is how you use it. Okay. So on the left side, so you already have,
mm-hmm.
okay, so you have your day and your date, okay, on the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So now what do you do with those? This is where you now put, the things that are already gonna happen, right? It's
Oh,
sure
okay.
thing that's gonna happen. Birthday, workshop, or whatever it is. So you can already put it there, okay? And then after that, okay, so you can even, break it down further. Okay, so beside that, so in this case, after that washi tape, J, is what we call your
Mm-hmm.
tasks. Okay, so it's like
Oh, okay.
January in an overview. Okay,
I
so
see.
you don't even know when it's gonna have. Will you put it on January 2? Will you put it on January 20? You don't know yet,
Yeah.
but you do know that in January all these things need to happen. I don't know what it's there, right? So you put all your
Yeah.
tasks there. Okay, so normally,
Oh,
okay, so
that's cool.
January, your monthly log, okay, and then the task you want for January, okay, and then you can
Oh, okay.
slowly put that in now into your weekly or your daily log. Okay, so
Oh,
now
I
that
see. So
it's
you'd
there,
have sort of your monthly tasks here, and then
okay,
like on this page, we'd start with the
yes.
actual days
So
and
that's
then
the thing I
go
like about
forward.
Bujo is somehow it's not separated. It's actually really related to each other. So your monthly, your daily, your future log, they are all somehow hinged. They have a relationship. It's not like a
Yep.
standalone after that, that's it. No. Right? So there
Well, I
is
think it logically makes sense to me too,
mm-mm,
because you started like a very high level and then you move towards the lower level, right? You'd start at your
exactly.
year and then
Uh-huh.
break down to your month and then break
Yes.
down to your days,
Days,
you know.
exactly, right? So you can put all your tasks there, and then finally, okay, this time, so you can go to the next page now, Jay, because that's gonna be where you're gonna put
Hmm.
your task. So on the next page now, okay, so this is where you do your weekly or daily, it's up to you. So in my case, this is what I do,
Oh, okay.
Jay. So of course, January 1, so I want to put it in a circle, okay, and then January, and then the day, Saturday, and then I now do, okay, all the things. And if you want to put sticker,
Oh,
decorate,
okay.
whatever, so now you can use your stamps and your stencils together for this page. So
Oh,
maybe we'll
cool.
do just Monday, like the what is it you're doing right now? So is it January 28th, or you want to start still with January 1st
Let's start.
for,
I think I'll start with the first just because it
okay,
logically makes sense to
okay,
me.
so
I
you can
mean,
start with the
I don't
first,
know. I mean, I
yeah,
guess we could just start with the 28th because we're not gonna like I'm not gonna use the first. So
okay,
no,
so
I like
yeah,
starting with today. Let's do that.
okay,
That seems
so you start with
like
the
if I
date today.
started everything else, I just wind up wasting it.
Exactly. So that's the nice
But
thing again
I just
about
need to
Bujo.
find.
Okay, so whatever it is you want to, to make it like, so this is the day to day, January, and the date, and then all the tasks or all the things, okay, that you want to put in your bullet list for Saturday. Today is a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Oh, this is perfect. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So maybe we'll just do 3 days. Okay, so just 3 days. Decorate those or put that in. So
Oh, cool.
okay, so we'll just show them three, and then
Oh, I
the
like
rest you
this
can do
one.
later, right? So if you guys
Okay.
have the same advent calendar that Jay had in December. Jay, what is it? Paper Society? What is
Yeah,
the
Papercraft Society.
Paper Craft Society? Yes, was the
Yeah,
advent
it's a
calendar.
craft stash brand.
Mm-mm.
If there's a craft stash in your country,
Mm-hmm.
there we
There you
go.
go. Okay, so that's what Jay is
It
gonna
says Saturday.
doing now. He's
Whoops,
doing
I lost it.
his weekly log. Okay, so there you go, and I'll just go to the chat right now. And hi, Queen's Corner. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. Okay, and Judy Ann. Hello, Miss Judy Ann Gabrielle. Okay, she is the crafty in me, okay, in her YouTube and TikTok. Okay, she also has a YouTube channel, guys, and she's an amazing DIYer. Okay, she creates so many amazing things from almost scraps up to like a big, doll. I mean, what do you call that? House for her daughter. She is amazing. You should check her out as well. I have some neat Venus circle number stamps. Oh, I've never heard of the brand. Oh, I think I've heard of it, but I don't have one. So I'll check that out, T. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to do this. I have a blank one in my drawer. Let's go, Tatiana. And please do show us. Okay, would love to see that in your channel. I would love to find a stamp set for journaling that is all typewriter style and font. Okay, hold on. Pam, this is Pam. Okay, Pam, yes, there is. I have. Let me check if I can find it. Okay, while Jay is working on okay. So it's just that I don't want you
Okay.
guys to be inspired to buy and buy and buy because really I want you you don't even know if you will like bullet journaling, right? I know this system is not for all. A lot of people find it like tedious to actually create. There are really bujo creators who I kid you not, from just pens. They draw everything. How I wish I can also draw. But I cannot. But I love watching them do. Okay, this is me preparing my monthly spread. It's like, wow. But
Oh
then
yeah.
also it can be something that can stop you from doing it because you feel, oh, I cannot do something that's as awesome as that. So again, I hope that when you do watch videos about any topic, whether it's pujo or anything else, that our mindset has to be it's for inspiration, right? It doesn't mean that we can actually create something as nice as that one. Maybe in the future or maybe immediately. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, let it be an inspiration rather than something that hinders you from actually trying to do the things that you like or want to do. Okay, it's a little intimidating to beginners. Indeed, Linda. That's why I said I love what Jay is doing. Start small. Right? Start just, a signature first, like a small notebook first. That's a TN insert, right? So the size that Jay is working on. So that's nice. See? All right. He already used that thought bubble because he said he's going to
I
use
like the
that.
thought bubble.
Yes.
I think it's cute.
Yes, exactly. I really like, and it's very unique. I haven't seen a thought bubble in any of my planner stamps that I have right now. That is really nice.
I really kind of
Exactly.
like the boxes. I do want to. I mean, I like they have a really nice sort of horizontal look.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I put Sunday? Oh, here's Sunday.
See, I'm going back to my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I have still a lot more. Okay, to go. Okay, so I'm letting Jay go ahead of me. That is fine. See, you should be fine with, work at your own pace. No worries, guys. So that is what I'm saying that is nice about Bujo. Let's say you are waiting for your daughter, your son, you're waiting for a meeting, whatever, they're late. You just carry this, your pen, your marker, while you're in a coffee shop, you can just, update your Bujo
Yes, I
something
could just put
happens,
this.
for example, your digital planner, translate it into the physical one, right? Because as crafters, we always like making things nicer, right? So, of course, for more productivity, ease of carrying and stuff, you can always have the digital version of it. Okay, and then eventually, if you have, downtime, then you can, update your Bujo or your planner. Oh,
Well, and I
there
feel
you
like there are a lot of
go.
people who also like do this more as a relaxation thing. Yeah, well, I mean, not quite
Exactly.
relaxation, but more as almost a mindfulness thing where they can
Exactly.
just sort of do it and sort of zone out and not
Because
be as
exactly
quite
when you're
as
doing things
attached to what's going on right now.
that are repetitive, you don't need to think, right? It's like you're in the zone, just okay, just create all these boxes, create all these boxes, right? Create all the lines, do this, right? So it is indeed a perfect activity for, to bring about mindfulness. There you go. And
And then I need a
okay,
Monday.
Tatiana said, I used to watch those channels and then I get depressed because I couldn't draw as well as them, right? So again, okay, just to remember that we are uniquely us. We all do the same, right, Jay? You make cards. I make cards. Everybody almost here are card makers, right? So, or on YouTube, and we create more or less, the same kind of cards, right? Maybe the same technique, even. But why do we like going still to other, channels? Because they are there. Okay, you being there makes it uniquely you, right? So it doesn't matter, okay? Because there are always people who like what you do. If they don't like, then they can always, watch another one, right? So don't be afraid. Okay, I used to be very afraid as well. I was so afraid of my accent. I'm Filipino. The way I speak English is different, right? It's almost everything for me is short A. So it took a lot of changing mindsets, capturing only the things that makes,
Oh, that is correct.
otherwise you will not be able to sustain being a content creator. Because when people start bashing you, when people start saying bad things about what you do, there was even one that says, and I was beginning, Jace, somebody said, oh, so you're not a good crafter.
Ha!
After after he watched
Wow.
the
Ouch.
video, he mentioned that. It was like, what, people really say those kinds of comments on the comment section? And they can. They can. So it's just a matter of when the trolls come. It's not a matter of if they will come. So you just have to be really
Well, that's
ready
probably
with the
true.
mindset, right? So when they come, it's like, oh, I finally have a troll. That's a milestone, right? So that's fine. Okay. And Coach Adam said, I practice on dollar store notebooks, no risks, all the fun. Yes, and actually,
Oh, that's a good point.
Coach Adam had a series of videos. I think shorts where he tried different notebooks. It's really nice. Check Coach Adam out. I get so many ideas from them. I try it and it fails. I try again or I try something else. Exactly, Tatiana. It's like me and clothes. I like clothes, but then I see some in the window, right? And when I'm on the mall, it's like, wow, that's so pretty. And then I try it on. No, it looks nice on the mannequin, but not on me, right? So sometimes, the way we do our arts like that. So when others do it, we feel, oh, it's so nice. But then when you actually do it yourself, you're not really comfortable doing it, or you're not really, very okay with that kind. So it's fine. At least you tried, and now you know. But if you didn't try, you will never know, right? So there you go. Oh, Jay is on a roll. He's, I think, doing the 7 days.
Yeah, well, I started with today, and I
Uh-huh.
then I did 28, 29, and 30, and then I'll just do 31, and then we can do whatever we
Okay,
need
there
to,
you go. So that
since
reminds
there
me
was
that.
only like 5 days left in the month. Plus, I like the idea of like I don't know. I feel like my brain likes the idea of like being
Mhm.
able to carry tasks over day to day.
Exactly. Yes, this is T saying some people can be mean and rude. Yes, that's why before when I was starting my live stream, every time I start my live stream, I welcome people and then I said, feel free to put your comments and suggestions in the chat, but please, okay, be kind, right? So always, sometimes I need to remind that. Otherwise, you know what's gonna happen. But don't worry, guys, when people say bad things about us and we know that that's not true, it should not affect us. You always have to remember who you are, and then always you have a moderator, and we can always kick them out, right? We can always remove them, right? This is my channel. This is your channel, your home. If you don't like following the rules, sorry, bye bye, right? So that's it. We love having people around, of course, but we do this because we like doing this. We like sharing. We like being encouraged, right? So when people want to rain on our parade, sorry, can't. Yes, we put ourselves out there. Exactly. Guys, just to share,
Well,
just a
that's
fast one,
true.
Jay. When before I actually became a content creator, I needed to ask my kids. I'm a solo mom, and I told my kids I want to do this. I think I want to do this, and I asked them, "Can mommy do this?" But the thing is, the reason I needed to ask their permission is because we know that again, trolls, mean people can come in anytime, and they might read it and they might get hurt. So I told them that as long as you know the truth, you know who I am, you know who we are, then you should not bother with that. Okay, and I'll try to protect us as much as we can. But definitely there will be comments or people who will do things like that. And they said, it's okay, mommy. So that's why I am here right now. Okay, there you go. My mannequin's name is Sally, and if I make a cardigan or top too small, it becomes a new part of her wardrobe. I love that. I love that, Tatiana.
That is
Oh, okay.
funny.
No, no, this is Pam. This is Pam. Okay. All right, Jay, let's do you on solo again. Okay, let's do Jay on
Alrighty.
solo.
Do you want to see my desk or
Solo
me?
overhead. Yes, solo overhead. Okay, so
Oh,
okay, there
that's
you
my
go.
face. That's my desk.
Okay. So let's do
Eventually
a
we
flip
get there.
through Jay from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning
So
until
we
the
skipped
last one.
the first couple pages so that we
Mhm.
could like do a legend in a table of contents
Mhm.
eventually. But then the first thing we did was January. Well, let me see. So I had a nice January sticker, so that was easy. And then I have all the days of the week so that I could go in and fill in later, like stuff like New Year's or things I definitely know are happening. I'll probably put like the actual date in here too, but they're all in order.
Mhm.
And then I started from today. There we go. And I really like this little thought bubble, so I use that for just the date. But so this is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then we'd be in a new month. So that's what
Okay.
I've done so far.
Wow, beautiful. Awesome. Right? So, Jay, how do you like now Bujo so far? Okay, again, Jay, you solo.
It's fun. I mean, I think that I think the thing that you would get eventually is you'd sort of tailor it to the stuff you were interested in, like if you wanted, say, like to split out your crafty tasks versus like your work tasks or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I mean, like that you could sort of do that. I like the flexibility. I kind of like that, I mean, potentially you could just use this until the end of the month and then sort of decide what other things you might want. So
Exactly.
the flexibility is pretty cool. I like that quite a lot.
All right. So thank you so much, Jay. Again, so that's the two of us together. So by the way, I just want to show
Yep.
you this one. Okay. So if you want inspiration, okay, I can
Oh,
highly
always.
suggest okay, this is a book. Okay. It's actually tear you can tear the book. So that's why I tore it apart, right? But it's okay, it's still there, right? But this is a nice book. Okay, the reason I did that because I had water damage. My aircon leaked because it needed cleaning, and then
Yeah.
it it dripped on my some of my books. I'm so sad. So I had to remove this so that I can air it and let it dry. But still, you can see markings of water damage in it. So sad. Anyway, so this is a nice book. It's called Bullet It Lists for Living. Okay, a notebook for charting
Oh,
your
neat.
tasks, hopes, and dreams, handwritten and illustrated by Nicole Lara. So I'm pretty sure this is available in the US and Canada because it says so, right? So I got it here in one of my favorite bookstores. So just a flip through if you are looking for inspiration, right? So how do you want to like do your bujo? How what you can do? So she has a lot of inspirations for you here,
Oh, wow.
right? So you know how you can even practice here, right? So again, these are just inspirations that you can find. Okay, of course there are a ton of inspirations on YouTube and all of that, but then sometimes I want to carry it with me. I want to be in bed and then look at it, right? So something like that. Again, Jay, thank you so much
Hmm.
for joining me today. Okay, first
Oh, you're welcome.
let's get updated with the chat, okay? And
Yep.
see if we okay, great start, Jay. Okay, we covered Jay. Hold on. Why is this so big? What is happening to my chat? They're always giant. Okay, said Susan. Agree, Jay. It adapts to be whatever you need it to be, said Sammy. I made one for my craft challenges and swaps. Woohoo! Confetti, confetti, and balloons for that. Congratulations. Awesome. Okay, and howdy, howdy again from Pam. And hello, Miss. Oh, this is Judy. Hi, Judy. Hi. Okay, we're almost rounding up already. Okay, and everybody saying hi to Judy. Such a great live. Thank you so much, T. And with that, Jay and I would like to thank you so much for spending almost 2 hours. No, 9:30, 10:30, more than an hour of your precious time and evening with us. Jay, thank you so much. And I hope, Jay, that you will not get tired of being on my show, being on my
No, it's
crafty
fun.
nights.
I always learn new things, so I always enjoy that.
Okay.
Especially
Yes,
when it kind of gets you out of your bubble.
exactly. Jay, can you please, invite everybody? There are people here that might not be part of your community yet.
Oh yeah, so I do a stream. Well, I guess it depends where in the world you're at, but I'll say
Mm-hmm.
in the U.S. Central Time Zone, I do a stream Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. So on my YouTube channel, which is Craft by Jay. So feel free to drop by there, and you can chat with me live. That's usually the best place to find me.
Absolutely, right? So, guys, thank you so much, Jay. A million, million thanks, Balloon, for you, my dear
Oh,
friend. Of course. And please don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to this channel. And please do like our live stream for today. With that, I leave you with an invitation to my coming craft getaway, right? So, maybe just a fast one, Jay. Can I do this? Okay. So
oh
it's
yeah.
Craft Getaway 2024, guys. It's actually a 3-day event, Feb 23, 24, 25. But don't worry if you are in the US, in Canada, in the UK, wherever you are in the world, because there are several options for you to join. If you cannot join us, physically in Boracay, of course, we would love to have you there because Boracay is an amazing, amazing, wonderful place. You can always join us, okay, via okay the different okay also I have all video and kit pass, okay, so you can watch and craft along with us because I can give you all the materials. I still have an ongoing promo, okay. This is found on my YouTube, no, on my Facebook page. You can click on that. This is up to January 31st, and then I raffle off one ticket for that one. And of course, I have amazing instructors. I know you know at least two of them, okay, or all of
Yep.
them, right? So we have Marie, we have Lynn, we have Jo, we have Zell, we have Ime, we have Dallas, and we have Lisa. So from mug pressing to mixed media, memory keeping to vintage, mini book, card making, base art journaling, we have it.
The
Right? So
art
it's
journaling class looked really cool. That one
exactly.
I'm really looking forward to because,
Oh,
like,
thank you
I feel
so
like I
much.
kind of had the same issue with like planning and art journaling, which is like it's always so it's hard to know where to start. But once you know where to start, like then you can sort of customize it to be whatever you want, you
Exactly,
know.
exactly. All right. And of course, the last one before we really, really leave you for today is okay, where is that one? I've got to thank our sponsors. So, this event would never have happened. This was a dream of mine for several years. And it finally, after so many years, it has come into fruition. And this would never have come. It is a hybrid event, it's a face to face event. It's in an island in one of the best beaches in the world, not just the Philippines, and I'm gonna broadcast it live to anywhere, everywhere in the world, right? So I thank Ecamm. Ecamm is the platform that I use for all of this. It's my major sponsor. Thank you, Ecamm. Of course, our home for that event, Seawin Boracay, our partner printers for all the materials, papers in Design Plus Indigold. Of course, prestige paper as well. My Little Attic, PF Crafts, Papel at Iba Pa, and Marie Press, Lasting Impression, Pink and Main even. Okay, and of course,
Yay.
partnerships for sustainability education, because I really encourage sustainability in everything that we do, are also all my partner stores for this amazing event. Thank you so much, guys. And with that, thank you, Jay. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank
Balloon,
you.
balloon. Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of the week and see
Bye.
you again on another crafty night next week. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me and Jay today. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to register at Mommy Guide